2026 isn't just another year on the anime calendar. It's a beautifully orchestrated trap designed to destroy your free time, demolish your sleep schedule, and leave you emotionally shattered on the floor, wondering where the last 12 hours went. And by the time 2026 is over, you'll either be part of the conversation or you'll be that person frantically Googling spoilers while the rest of us lose our collective minds in real time. So before you click on another generic isekai where the protagonist is overpowered for absolutely no reason, let me introduce you to 5 shows that will absolutely ruin you in the best way possible. Hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. Because trust me, by the time we're done here, your schedule for next year is already booked solid. Let's kick things off with number 5. Bleach, 1000-Year Blood War, The Calamity. When Bleach, 1000-Year Blood War first aired back in 2022, nobody expected it to be this good. We were all hoping for a decent send-off, maybe some flashy fights, a little nostalgia trip. Instead, Studio Pierrot delivered what might be the greatest anime revival in history. Pacing so tight it could snap diamonds, animation that made the original look like storyboards, an emotional weight that actually made us care about characters who were basically wallpaper in the manga. And now, in July 2026, we finally reached the end. This isn't just a season finale. This is the conclusion to a story that began over 20 years ago. Part 4, subtitled The Calamity, isn't messing around. We're talking about the aftermath of Yuak's Almighty, a power so broken it literally rewrites the future. Ichigo, he's not just fighting for Soul Society anymore, he's fighting for the concept of existence itself. And here's the thing that hits different. This arc, in the manga, was rushed. Tite Kubo was sick, burned out, and the ending suffered for it. But the anime, they've been fixing everything. Adding off-screen fights, expanding backstories, and giving characters like Ukitake and Kaioraku the depth they deserve. The teaser trailer already confirmed we're getting original scenes expanding the final battle. If you've seen the key visual with Ichigo and the gang standing against that crimson sky, you know the stakes have never been higher. This is the last stand, the final Bankai. The closure millions of fans have been waiting for since the manga ended in 2016. Skip this, and you're not just missing a show, you're missing history. Delicious in Dungeon Season 2. If Bleach is about the end of everything, Delicious in Dungeon is about, well, lunch. But don't let the cooking premise fool you. When Studio Trigger adapted Ryoko Kui's masterpiece in 2024, they created something genuinely unique. A fantasy series that understood world building isn't just about magic systems and royal lineages. It's about ecology. It's about how a dragon tastes when you roast it properly, what happens to a mimic when you saute it, and whether a living armor suit counts as vegan. Season 2 is currently in active production, and while we don't have an exact release date yet, the official accounts have confirmed the team is hard at work. And here's why you cannot miss this. The manga readers know what's coming. The first season was essentially the appetizer. Season 2 is when the story stops being a quirky food adventure and reveals its true hand. We're talking about the deeper mysteries of the dungeon itself, the true nature of the monsters, and character arcs that will absolutely wreck you. Laios isn't just a monster enthusiast anymore. His obsessions are starting to pay off in ways that redefine the entire narrative. Marcial's past, Senshi's origins, the political implications of dungeon exploration, it all comes bubbling to the surface. And yes, there will still be plenty of delicious monster cuisine, but the emotional seasoning gets a whole lot spicier. Trigger's animation in Season 1 was already top tier, but with the production team locked in and the source material entering its most compelling phases. Season 2 isn't just more of the same, it's the course you've been waiting for. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Steel Ball Run. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, buckle up, because March 19th, 2026 is the date when anime changes forever. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Steel Ball Run isn't just another part of Hirohiko Araki's insane saga. It's widely considered by the fanbase to be the absolute peak. The Mona Lisa, the Citizen Kane, the I finally understand why my friend won't shut up about JoJo moment. Set in 1890, this isn't your typical Joestar story. We're following Johnny Joestar, a former jockey who's now paraplegic after a tragic incident, and Gyro Zeppeli, a mysterious executioner from a foreign land with bizarre spinning techniques and the most fabulous teeth in anime history. Together they enter an insane transcontinental horse race across America with a $50 million prize. It sounds simple, right? But it is not. This is JoJo. Nothing is simple. The stands in this part are considered the most creative in the entire series. Abilities that defy explanation, fights that span entire landscapes, and a villain so compelling he makes Dio look like a playground bully. Director Yasuhiro Kimura, who worked on previous parts, has stated that his heart is pounding with excitement, and the staff is pouring their passion into every frame. And let's talk about that animation. David Production has had years to prepare, and from the trailer, the fluidity, the colors, and the sheer style of Steel Ball Run look absolutely cinematic. This is the part that takes everything you loved about JoJo and dials it to 11. Western vibes, body horror, philosophical musings on justice and fate, it's all here. Skipping Steel Ball Run isn't just missing an anime, it's missing a cultural event. Frieren, Beyond Journey's End. Season 2, we're currently living in Frieren's world. The rest of us are just paying rent. Season 2 premiered on January 16th, 2026. And if you thought the first season was emotionally devastating, buckle up. Madhouse hasn't missed a beat. The animation remains stunning. The music by Evan Call continues to be soul-crushing. And the story? It's only gotten deeper. For the uninitiated, Frieren follows an elf mage who outlived her adventuring party. And now, decades later, is trying to understand the humans she loved but never truly knew. It's a fantasy series about regret, memory, and the cruel passage of time, wrapped in gorgeous visuals and quiet moments that hit harder than any explosion. Season 2 adapts what manga readers call the Golden Land arc, and I cannot stress this enough. This is where Frieren transforms from a beautiful meditation on loss into something almost unbearably tense. We're talking about a demon so manipulative, so psychologically terrifying, that the series shifts into pure horror territory. Fern's growth as a mage, Stark struggles with his own mortality, and Frieren finally confronting what it means to truly live, rather than simply exist. It's all here. The opening theme by Mrs. Green Apple captures the melancholic beauty perfectly, and Miley's ending theme will leave you staring at the ceiling, questioning your life choices. With an 8.9 on IMDb and a 9.22 on MAL for the second season, this isn't just critically acclaimed, it's generational. If you skip Frieren in 2026, you're not just missing the show, you're missing a piece of your own soul you didn't know was missing. Trigun Stargaze. And finally, we close with a return that feels like a miracle. Trigun Stargaze premiered on January 10th, 2026. And if you've been paying attention, you know this isn't just a continuation, it's a reconciliation. Studio Orange, the wizards behind the CG revolution, with Beastars and the original Trigun Stampede, has been building toward this moment for years. Stampede reimagined Vash the Stampede for a new generation, exploring his backstory, his relationship with knives, and the tragedy of lost July. But Stargaze is the finale, the conclusion to a story that began with a manga in the 90s and has now, finally, found its complete form. 2.5 years after the lost July tragedy, the planet is still recovering. Vash is living in hiding under the name Eric's, trying to find peace in a backwater town. But peace never lasts for the humanoid typhoon. Meryl Strife, now with a new partner named Millie, is still searching for him, crossing paths with the enigmatic Wolfwood along the way. And then the third ship, the final bastion of humanity from space, sends out an SOS. But here's the kicker, the one-winged angel returns. Knives aren't done, and neither is Vash. Directed by Masako Sato of Haikyuu fame, this final chapter promises to deliver the emotional resolution fans have craved for decades. Original creator Yasuhiro Naito has been involved throughout, ensuring that Stargaze honors the legacy while pushing the narrative to its natural conclusion. This is the last ride, the final showdown between brothers, between pacifism and violence, between hope and despair. Skip Trigun Stargaze and you're abandoning Vash when he needs you most. And just like that, that's your 2026 watch list. 5 anime, 5 emotional roller coasters, 5 moments that are going to dominate timelines, group chats, and late night voice notes. These aren't just shows you'll stream and forget. They're the kind that turn into inside jokes, reaction memes, and core memories. The kind you'll remember exactly where you were when that one episode dropped. So, clear the storage, rearrange the schedule, and prepare your souls because 2026 is coming, and it's bringing heat. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button, subscribe so you never miss an update, and comment below. Which of these 5 are you most hyped for? Until next time.